Rich will face off right now. The Rebels, the number 22, or the Region 22 number 2 team, 12-10 overall this year, went 4-2 in the region. Cody Lundgren in his 3rd year as head coach of the designated visiting Rich Rebels in the quarterfinals. The Wayne Badgers, Region 19's number 1 team, 17-4 overall this year, 9-1 in Region 19 play. Jan Ellett in his, oh boy, he's been around for quite a few years. I don't have just how many, but won a state title in 2004 with the Badgers, and the Badgers, the designated home team. Ellett and the Badgers, 3rd in the state in scoring offense per game, 56.5, and have allowed 42.2. That's 10th in the state. Rich, a little bit not quite as high offensively, 48.7. They're ranked 7th. And defensively, with having played some very tough competition, have allowed 46.5 points per game. These teams met once earlier this season at the 1A preview, and Rich won by a point. Brindley Nelson had 13. Hannah Morrill had 16 in that game, but Rich got 14 and 10 from Kiara Grohl and Amber Smith, and the Rebels won 47-45. Rebel starters are senior Kiara Grohl, who just passed the 1,000-point plateau yesterday in the win over Tinnock. Julia Hopkin, a senior. Amber Smith, also a senior. Kaylee Cornea, a senior. And junior Lauren Thompson. Starting for the Wayne Badgers, senior number 1, Sierra Blackburn. Junior number 22, Hannah Morrill. Looks like, junior number 20, Mallory Mitchell. Junior number 13, Brindley Nelson. And junior number 11, Jenna Bryan. Your starters for the Wayne Badgers. They're led by Brindley Nelson's 15.5 per game. Mallory Mitchell, 12.5. Mitchell against Hopkin for the tip, your opening tip-off. Our game today is brought to you by Comprehensive Family Dental. Dr. Sean Grohl, providing quality family dentistry since 1998. And here's your opening tip-off. Hopkin wins it to Kiara Grohl. Rebels in the Road Blues, designated visiting team in this game. Down to the right corner, Cornea works it back up top to Grohl, to Smith, right wing. She finds Cornea down inside, but she's wrapped up, and Brindley Nelson takes the ball away. Smith may have had an open lane to the basket, passed it up, and the Rebels turn it over for a first time in the game. Down the other end, a little bit of trouble holding on to the ball, but Morrill picks it up. Inside, Mitchell, Rebels blown coverage. Mitchell misses, gets her own rebound, turns, puts it up off the glass and in. I said, that was Mitchell with a couple of offensive rebounds, and Wayne leads 2-0. Rebels down the other end. Amber Smith gets the bucket to answer. Rebels go down inside on the right baseline, and we are tied at 2 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. On the right wing, Blackburn dribbles to the corner, then gives to Mitchell. Mallory backing in, left to right, off the glass, no. Rebound tipped out, and Kiara Grohl scoops it up for the Rebels. She'll turn and go. Rich with numbers, up ahead to Thompson. Lauren in the lane, ball fake, drives, fouled, and misses short, but Lauren Thompson will shoot 2 free throws. The crowd coming alive early on here. Rich and Wayne. Blackburn called for the foul. Lauren Thompson, the first free throw, short. Lauren this season at the free throw line. 64% shooter, averages 3.5 points per game. Thompson's second free throw, right side of the iron, no good, and Brindley Nelson, the rebound for Wayne. She'll turn and push up court. Guarded, picked up, slowed down, kicks it back outside. Then Jenna Bryan, the top of the key. Rebels in a man-to-man defense with 6:40 left in the first quarter. Lob inside, Mitchell dribbles right, kicks it back outside. Nelson steps back, three-point shot, swishes. Brindley Nelson, she did that a bunch yesterday in the third quarter. Rebels turn it over. Brindley Nelson, another steal. Heads up court, stops, pops the three, misses short. Rebound way outside, and Wayne tracks it down. Jenna Bryan, or excuse me, it was Sierra Blackburn. Left wing, Wayne on top, 5-2 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. First quarter action, pass down inside. Mitchell, nice pass, and she's blocked from behind, out of bounds off the Rebels. Badger basketball, leading 5-2, 6:03 left in the first quarter. Looking to inbound, and a pass way out high from Brindley or rather from Hannah Morrill to Nelson. Brindley pulls up, free throw line misses, and Julia Hopkin, a Rebel rebound. Kiera up court quickly to Cornea. Kaylee tries to go and does to the hoop, but misses the layup. Fight for the board off of Wayne, it looked like. Yes, it was out of bounds off the Badgers. Our game broadcast tonight is also brought to you in part by Lazy S Ranching, encouraging you to eat more beef and cheer on the Rebels. On the sideline, Lauren Thompson picks up a loose ball after it had gone through the hands of Julia Hopkin. Our game is also brought to you by Rich County, Rebels with a championship cause. At the top of the arc, Kiera takes a little bump from Jenna Bryan, who picks up her first personal foul. 2 team fouls on the Wayne Badgers. None so far on Rich, trailing 5-2, inbound to Lauren Thompson. Back up top, Cornea. Rich showing some patience here. He scored 12 points in the first quarter against Wayne. Back at the 1A preview, November 18th rather. Kiera finds a lane, drives, can't get the shot to go, but a blocking foul on Mallory Mitchell. Coming over to help on the defense. Grohl and Mitchell both ended up on the floor. Grohl will shoot 2 free throws. Kiera this season from the free throw line, 62%. That's down a bit from last year's 66%. First free throw, front of the rim, rattles and drops down through. Rebels within 2, 5-3 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Today's broadcast is also brought to you in part by the town of Woodruff. Mayor Scott Saby, council members Millie Bradshaw, Raymond Franson, Kent Stewart, and Jason Peterson with Secretary Lisa Bell. Swish on the second free throw, Rich within 1, 5-4 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Brindley Nelson across the timeline. Badgers in the home whites, attacking left to right at mylocalradio.com and live.ksl.com. Kiera strips it away from Bryan rather, but can't get it back before it goes out of bounds. And Bryan will inbound from the sideline. Long inbound pass over to Morrill, and she'll make a move and go to the hoop. Left side finishes 7-4. Badgers push that lead back to 3. Kiera across the timeline for Rich. Cornea right wing, looking inside, nothing there, back to Grohl. Smith has her man sealed out, gets the pass, goes up strong with the left hand. Mitchell swatted, then put her hand straight up, and doesn't like the call, but the official had blown the whistle, and that's for Hannah Morrill. Oh, it's Mallory Mitchell on the foul. It was Mitchell, her second personal. I'm going to get those two mixed up, Mitchell and Morrill. Free throw for Amber Smith off the back of the iron, and does not fall. Rebels with 5 players on the academic all-state team. Kiera Grohl, Risha Larson, Talisha Larson, Jackie Leifs, and Amber Smith at the free throw line, shooting a second free throw after missing the first. Can't get the second one to go either. And Rich trails by 3. Rich 2 of 6 from the free throw line in this first quarter. Left side, Blackburn lets it go from the angle, missed. Hopkin, the Rebel rebound. Quickly up ahead, Cornea on the right side, contested by Nelson. She blocked the shot, then saved it off of Rich. What a play by Brindley Nelson. She's so athletic and quick. 7-4, Wayne on top on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. 4:26 left to go in this first quarter. And our broadcast today is brought to you in part by Independent Software Solutions. For all your business computer needs, visit www.iss-providers.com. That's Independent Software Solutions. At the top of the arc, then to Blackburn. The ball picked off by McKenna Stacy, who just checked into the game. She'll pass across the lane. Grohl down inside, throws one up, trying to draw contact. And that one goes up and over the backboard. Kiera ended up on the floor, was counting on getting the whistle. Did get the whistle, but for the out of bounds. And it goes to Wayne. Rebel boys beat Wayne earlier today. What was the final in that one? 66 to... I didn't write that down, but the Rebels won by about 22 points. Mallory Mitchell, or Hannah Morrill down inside. She's fouled by Amber Smith. Smith not quite straight up, attempting to block the shot, defend, and Morrill heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throws of the game for the Wayne Badgers. They've got a 3 from Brindley Nelson, 2 apiece from Mallory Mitchell and Hannah Morrill. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Jimmy John's in Evanston. Gourmet sandwiches fresh and fast every day at 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fresh and fast meet. And by Rolene Kennedy, Rich County's representative at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston, Wyoming. Second free throw up and in from Morrill. She's 2 for 2. Again, free throws already a factor as Rich 0 for 2 from the free throw line, or rather 2 for 6 from the line, and Wayne 2 for 2. Kiara Grohl trapped in the corner, loses control, and it's out of bounds to the Badgers. Blackburn down in the right corner. McKenna Stacy guarding her 3, 4 seconds, gets it away. Brindley Nelson, free throw line, pull up Jay, off the glass, no, gets her own rebound, dribbles once to her right, misses short, and a late whistle as she goes to the floor. Nelson with the offensive rebound and earns a trip to the free throw line. Wayne, boy, starting to pull away early on already. Amber Smith with a second personal foul. Will likely need to check out. Yeah, Coach Lundgren, third year as head coach of the Rebels, sends Talisha Larson over to the scores table to check in as Brindley Nelson dribbles, spins, and delivers a rattle down through for the first free throw. Our broadcast tonight is brought to you in part by the Randolph Country Store. We may be small, but we've got it all. Next time you're heading through Rich County and Randolph, make sure to stop at the Randolph Country Store on the south end of town and by the town of Laketown. Good luck, Rebels, from the mayor and town council of Laketown, Sim Weston, council members Dallas Clark, Chris Hodges, Gary Ogilvie, and Delora White. Nelson's second free throw rattles down through as well. 11-4, Badgers up by 7. Early on, 3:21 left, second quarter. Hopkin has it. It's knocked away. Kick it back out left wing. Kiara Grohl for 3. That's just a bit short. And the rebound goes clear out to the sideline and out of bounds. Wayne basketball. It's not looking like they're quite ready, quite into this game fully. The intensity level not there just yet. Amber Smith on the bench with 2 fouls. Rebels with 2 team fouls, both on Amber. Brindley Nelson, free throw line, turn, spin. Abby Stevens turns to her left, loses it, but into the hands of Blackburn. She'll bounce up top. Kiara contesting. It's on the floor. Jump ball. No jump ball whistle. And Talisha Larson comes up with it. Gives to Stacy. McKenna dribbles up to the right side. Double team comes. She'll give off to Kiara. Up ahead to Larson. Talisha misses from the left or right side, but Stacy with the offensive rebound. Out to Hopkin for 3. Just a bit long. Stacy another offensive rebound, and she's fouled on the putback. The freshman McKenna Stacy, last time these teams met, had 6 points and had 4 rebounds in the game. That was one of her first games as a Rebel varsity player. And McKenna heads to the free throw line to shoot 2. The Verst swishes through. So we've got to start hitting free throws, and Stacy does on the first. Our game broadcast today is also brought to you by Stacy's Repair in Woodruff, Utah, the ones who truly care about you and your vehicle, and by Mountain Valley Cattle Company, Eddie and Todd Jensen out of Thatcher, Idaho. Stacy's second free throw, short, but gets the shooter's roll, bounces from the front of the rim to the glass, back to the front and down through. 11-6 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Badgers on top. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the second. Allie Wallentine guarding Blackburn all the way to the hoop. Short shot and a foul. Wallentine will pick up her first. She just checked into the ball game. Allie didn't play about the first half of the season, didn't get much varsity time, but has worked her way in and earned quite a bit of varsity time in the last 8 or 10 games. Blackburn at the line, misses on the back of the iron on the first. Sierra, starting Wayne Badgers, senior on the team. I think the lone senior for the entire Wayne Badgers team. She hits the second free throw, the swish. 12-6, Badgers doubling up the Rebels early on. 2 minutes left in the second quarter, or first quarter rather. Grohl to the top of the key. Badgers in a man-to-man defense. Pass deflected. Brindley Nelson comes up with it. Stacy takes it back and rips it back court. Rebels, Grohl pushes up the right side. She's going to try to go all the way to the hoop. No, kicks it back outside to Wallentine. Hopkin around to Stacy on the left wing. She'll dribble to her right, picks it up, pick and roll inside. Hopkin bumped, loses the ball, gets it back. It's out of bounds, and I think we did get a foul on the Badgers. Push for Wayne's 6th team foul. Hannah Williams with her first personal. Mitchell with 2, nobody else with more than 1. Rich inbounds, tries to go right back to Hopkin. And that's deflected away out of bounds. Back to the Rebels. Kaylee Cornea will check in again. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by T7 Propane in Woodruff. For all your propane needs, call 435-793-4208. Grohl, left corner to Stacy. McKenna fakes the shot, dribbles, drives up off the glass, too strong. Hannah Morrill with the rebound for Wayne. Badgers on top by 6, 12-6 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Brinley Nelson lobs deep down in. Stevens comes down with it, kicks it back up top, but travels first. 4 turnovers apiece for Wayne and Rich. With the Badgers lead by 6. Free throws have been a big difference. Rich 2 of 8, Badgers 5 of 6 at the line. Left wing, McKenna Stacy, guarded by Blackburn. Into the middle, Wallenstein turns, tries to drive, does, off the glass, no. Hopkin the offensive board, puts it right back up and in. Just loops it right up over the front of the rim and swishes through. 12-8, Hopkin with the offensive board and the basket. Rich down by 4. Down in the corner, Morrill in a little bit of trouble, throws it away. Rebels force the turnover. Hopkin with the steal. Kiara turns, wants to go. Up ahead to Stacy. Nelson cuts in front and runs into Stacy coming down after the deflected pass. And Nelson is called for the foul. That may be where that ball went up. It was almost a 50-50 ball and could have gone either way as to who is called for the foul. But McKenna Stacy goes to the line to shoot 1 and 1. That's already a 7th team foul on the Badgers. Stacy's first free throw, front of the rim, short, no good. There was a horn. Wayne Badger fans not happy about that. Rebels were trying to get a sub in, and the officials stopped the clock, get Wayne to take it out from the sideline and give the Rebels the sub. Lauren Thompson back in there. Rich trailing 12-8. Blackburn just outside the free throw line gives to Morrill. She'll turn, go, miss over the top, and Stacy with the Rebel rebound. Rich pushes up ahead to Cornea on the right wing. Hopkin, top of the key, left wing to Grohl. Brinley Nelson goes for the steal. Grohl pulls it in, pulls up from the left angle, 15 feet out, misses off to the left side. Rebound, Abby Stevens, I believe, for Wayne. She'll drive past the D, go all the way into the lane, and Kaylee Cornea fouls her. Strong foul by Cornea to make sure that Stevens didn't get off a shot and have a chance for a three-point play. 27.6 seconds left, first quarter. Oh, and they call it on Julia Hopkin from the backside. Kaylee Cornea was in front defensively. Stevens at the line shooting 2. Swishes the first one through. Wayne so far very good from the free throw line. 6 of 7, and one more coming. 6 of their 7, or 6, almost half their points in the quarter have come from the line. Second free throw good, and now half their points have come from that free throw line. 7 of the 14 first quarter points. 25 seconds to go in this first quarter. Wayne on top, 14-8 on the Rich Rebels. The MyLocalRadio.com scoreboard. Hopkin fakes the shot, then bounces to Thompson. Back outside, Stacy, right wing. Kiara fakes a long 3, now takes it and misses off the back of the iron. Rebound pulled in by Hannah Williams. She'll turn, pass deflected by Grohl. 5 seconds left as it goes out of bounds to the Badgers. Williams to inbound to Nelson with 4-3. Nelson doesn't realize there's no time left. Lazy pass ahead. Hopkins steals it, and the buzzer sounds to end the first quarter with Wayne on top, 14-8 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. You're tuned in to Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
Call Double T Construction for all your building needs, residential, commercial, remodels, and concrete. Give Tyler a call, 435-691-2047. Good luck, Badger basketball. Essential Mobile Technologies, your first responders to your electronics technology needs. From internet to cell phones to solar, we service it all. 435-691-2872. Harward & Reese specializes in general building and engineering projects throughout Utah. Harward & Reese is a proud supporter of Wayne Badger Athletics and want to wish the Badgers success in the postseason. Go Badgers! Serving Wayne County and the surrounding area for over 20 years, Jackson Excavation specializes in septic systems, driveways, parking lots, and trenching. Give Kirk a call for any of your dirt work needs, 435-691-8927.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball, presented by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Visit ellingfordbros.com for your next construction project. Count on the best for concrete, sand and gravel, welding, fabrication, custom truck accessories, and more. Visit ellingfordbros.com. Badgers with the lead on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, 14-8. They have the basketball to start the second quarter. Good defense by Hopkin, blocks Mitchell, but she gets it back and muscles her way back in for the basket. Mitchell, a strong force down inside. Rebels just about give it away, but Lauren Thompson rather, picks it back up on the right wing to Grohl. Kiera dribbles to her left. Good defense by Nelson. She'll come out and pressure. Grohl right wing to Thompson. Man-to-man defense for Wayne. Long pass inside, looking for Stacy. McKenna gets it back away from the defense and tips it back out to Lauren Thompson. Rebels struggling just to complete passes on this possession. Grohl right baseline, thought about the shot, instead kicks it back outside. Hopkin long two, that was halfway down, rimmed out, and Nelson with the Wayne rebound. Badgers on top by 8. Brindley Nelson to the hoop, misses too strong off the window. Stacy with a 4th rebound of the game for Rich. To Grohl, Kiera long pass, she's got Hopkin all by herself. Julia pulls in the pass, turns all alone, up with the left hand and in off the window. 16-10, Rich back to within 6. Rebels were tied at 2 early on, but have not led in this game. Badgers took a 2-0 lead early. Brindley Nelson, 1-3 already. Has 5 points. 3 from the right wing is short. Offensive rebound, but she dribbled it off her own foot, did Hannah Morrill. So it goes to the Rich Rebels. Last time these teams met, Morrill had 16 points, including a bunch of free throws. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 free throw attempts. 8 of 12 from the line for Morrill. That was back in November 18th. Kiera Grohl passes inside, not a smart pass, and it's deflected. Brindley Nelson has it. A collision on the sideline. Jan Ellett is dumbfounded as Kaylee Cornea collided with Brindley Nelson. Jump ball is the call, and Rich maintains possession. 6:14 left in the second quarter. Wayne on top, 16-14 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Kiera clears the defense, drives, splits the D, kicks it back out to Cornea, the long two over the top. Stacy tips the rebound back out to Korn. Right wing, Kiera fakes the shot, drives to her right, triple team comes, tries to pass into the middle, and it's deflected into the hands of Jenna Bryan of Wayne, and Rich has a 5th turnover of the game. Blackburn left angle jumper is good. Sierra Blackburn, nothing but net. About 15 feet out, 18-10. Cornea bounces inside looking for Hopkin, and right there again is Jenna Bryan with another takeaway. That's 2 steals in a row for Jenna Bryan and the Wayne Badgers. Brindley Nelson drives up off the window, got it. Nelson has 7, and Wayne back on top by 10, 20-10 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Cornea from the right corner. Rebels have got to find some offense and improve the defense. Left wing, Thompson. And a timeout, Coach Cody Lundgren. We'll take a quick one as well and be right back on Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
Rafter Lazy J Fence Company started building fence in 2000. We cover the southern half of Utah, building all types of fence, agricultural, residential, and commercial. Call the Jones Boys. The New Horizon Crisis Center provides confidential intervention counseling, 24-hour hotline and mobile crisis team, shelter services, rape crisis intervention, and many other services. If you need help, call 1-800-343-6302.
MyLocalRadio.com is Southwest Wyoming and Northeast Utah's top website and the best source for local area news, weather, sports, and community events. And that's not all. MyLocalRadio.com features thousands of photographs of Wyoming and Utah high school events, from speech and drama competitions to local events, sports and activities, and much more. Check it out today and see what MyLocalRadio.com has for you.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball, presented by Bear Lake Realty. Whether it's beachfront, room of the view, or secluded mountain retreat, buy now and start enjoying beautiful Bear Lake. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. Rebels trail by 10, 20-10 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. struggling to score. 15-6 run for Wayne since Rich had climbed to within one, 5-4. Nelson just about gets another takeaway, but the official blows the whistle for a kick. Our broadcast today is also brought to you in part by Circle H Land and Cattle Company, proud to support the Rich Rebels, and the station in Randolph here for your convenience needs. Next time you travel through Randolph, stop in at the station. They've got the coldest drinks in town. Grohl drives the lane, forces one up. Again, wanting the contact, but didn't get the whistle. Sierra Blackburn the rebound, turns, sprints up court. Brindley Nelson in the lane. Rebel fans wanted to travel, don't get it. Mitchell misses the shot. Rebel rebound up ahead. Hopkins saves it. Nope, didn't quite save it on the sideline. Rich with 3 turnovers in the quarter. Struggling against this Badger defense and the pressure they're putting on to complete passes and get good shots off. 3-point shot blocked by Hopkins. Hannah Morrill wanted to shoot the 3. Julia with a second block of the game for her. Kiera up across the timeline to the left wing. Wallenstein wide open for 3. Back of the iron, no. Larson fights for the rebound and gets it to go off of Morrill and out of bounds. That's Risha Larson who just checked into the game. Grohl, Larson, Hopkins, Wallenstein, and Lauren Thompson on the floor. Morrill, Mitchell, Nelson, Blackburn, and I believe Bryan, the 5th player out there for the Badgers. Hopkins fakes the shot, dribbles, bounces a pass around Mitchell, but a push foul as Risha tried to receive the pass. I think it's Jenna Bryan who will pick up a second personal foul. Oh, that's a 3rd on Bryan. And it puts Risha Larson at the free throw line to shoot 1-1, an 8th team foul. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by, again, Bear Lake Realty. And Gary and Amber McKee in Garden City. Visit BearLakeRealty.com if you have a loved one or family members looking for real estate in the Bear Lake area. Risha Larson hits the first of 2. Visit BearLakeRealty.com. Larson actually, by percentage, I believe, the top free throw shooter on the team. She hasn't taken a lot of free throws, 6 of 7 though, and has one more coming after that swish on the first one. Swishes the second one through as well. And Rich cuts the lead to 8, to the deficit to 8. A whistle, and did we have a lane violation? So the free throw waved off. Risha's second free throw, no. And the Rebel deficit is 9. The Wayne lead is 9. 20-11, I think, is what the score should be. They'll adjust that Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard accordingly soon. Nelson holding out beyond the top of the key. Morrill on the right wing. Wayne taking their time, showing some patience here, leading by 8 or 9. We'll see. I think the scoreboard just hasn't updated yet. Morrill drives into the lane, free throw line jumper. Hopkins another block. Mitchell comes down with it, and a foul. Amber Smith slaps her hands together, walks out toward the bench as she just picked up probably her 3rd, if it indeed is on her, and it is. That puts Mallory Mitchell back at the line. Mitchell, 4 rebounds already, 4 points, and 2 free throws on the way. She takes her time eyeing the target and then delivers a swish. 21, scoreboard still says 12. Again, now we get it down to 11. So 21-11. Wayne up big, and Sydney Hatch into the game. Some size to try and contest with Mallory Mitchell. Hatch has appeared in about 7 or 8 varsity games this season. Well, she's got good height. The Rebel fans student section were counting out. They got to almost 12 before Mitchell released that shot. Missed the second one. Rebels get the rebound, 21-11. Kiera Grohl down to the right baseline, cut off, kicks it back up top. Wallenstein, free throw line. Thompson back out to Grohl on the right wing. Brindley Nelson's done a nice job on Grohl. Kiera just 2 points in the game. Nice backdoor pass, and Hopkins with the finish on the left side. 21-13. Rebels within 8 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Nelson up across the timeline, left wing to Hannah Williams. Back to Nelson, pulls up left baseline, off the window, no. Rebound tipped, and Kiera Grohl has it for Rich. She pushes, wants to run, gets around the D, goes up with the right hand, no. Hopkins had the rebound, it's tipped around and into the hands of Hannah Williams. She'll dribble up court, loses it, gets it back, bounces inside to Mitchell. At her feet, she pushes the defense away and then goes up and is fouled on the shot. And it's Allie Wallenstein with her second personal foul. Wallenstein with 2, Smith with 3. For Wayne, Brian has 2, Mallory Mitchell has 2. Mallory went 1 for 2 at the line just on the last trip down the court for the Badgers. Our broadcast this afternoon. Rebel student section this time got to 12 on that time clock. Our broadcast is brought to you in part by Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. Count on us to care. That's Bear Lake Memorial Hospital in Montpelier, Idaho. And by J-Bar Excavation, quality work on all kinds of projects. J-Bar Excavation in Randolph, Utah. Mitchell's second free throw drops down through, eases over the front of the rim and down in. She has 6 points, and Wayne back up by 9. Kiera, right wing, takes the long 3 and rattles it in. Kiera Grohl from downtown. Rich within 6, 22-16 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Nelson up to the right wing. Rebels in a man-to-man, and Lauren Thompson on Nelson. Almost has it poked away, but gets it back. Williams, guarded by Grohl. Kiera chases. Williams out near the S. Pass to Nelson at the free throw line. Crossover dribble into the lane. Up with the right hand and got it. Brinley Nelson, nice move. 24-16. Wayne back up by 8 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Kiera all the way down inside. Hopkins screens out the defense, and Kiera finishes on the right side. That's as good an assist as an assist in my book for Julia Hopkins as Kiera finishes. And a timeout for Jan Ellett and the Wayne Badgers. Rich within 6, 24-18 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. We'll be right back with more 1A Utah basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
When it comes to quality, Ellingford Brothers in Evanston always delivers year-round. Whether you are looking for cement, gravel, road base, cement watering troughs, culverts, sand, steel fabrication services, steel products, accessories for your vehicles, trailer hitches, or snow removal for your company or organization, Ellingford Brothers is the name to remember. Quality services and fair prices. 3 things you'll always find at Ellingford Brothers. Call us today at 307-789-1515.
Serving Wyoming since 1941, Plains Tire is Wyoming's oldest and largest tire dealer with great locations throughout the state. They'll get you the right tires and offer the best results for your vehicle at the lowest prices, guaranteed. Plus, you can go to any Plains Tire Pro dealer with their nationwide warranty service. And check out their Plains Tire phone app.
Come down and see us at Plains Tires on 157 Bear River Drive for all your automotive needs. Hablamos también español.
Hopkins with another block on the defensive end. Kiera goes all the way coast to coast, but then kicks it back out to Hatch. Free throw line, Jay. No, but she's fouled, and I think it was Mallory Mitchell who got her from behind. If it is, that'll be Mitchell's 3rd personal foul. That could change the outcome of this game. If Mitchell's got 3 fouls, we'll see if Coach Ellett, it looks like he's going to keep her in, at least for the moment. Brinley Nelson checks in. Mitchell will check out. Hatch hits the first free throw. And Sydney will get a second one, just a sophomore. Rich within 5. Hatch second free throw, no. Hopkins skies for the rebound, but Blackburn, quick hands, wraps her up as she comes down with it. Hopkins with 5 rebounds, 3 blocks, 6 points in the game. But Rich trails by 5 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Mitchell on the bench with 3 fouls. Jen O'Brien on the bench with 3 fouls. Brinley Nelson pulls up for 3 and airballs it. Hannah Morrill dribbles it on the baseline as she pulls in the rebound. Give her the rebound, but a turnover, and Rich takes it over into Kiera Grohl. Sprinting up the left sideline. Brinley Nelson on her, gives to Thompson. Lauren mishandles it. Kiera's wide open in the left corner, but they couldn't get it to her quick enough. Grohl dribbles. She's bumped by Blackburn. Ball squirts free, and Brinley Nelson picks it up. Badgers on top by 5. McKenna Stacy anticipates, steals it, then she's bumped from behind by Sierra Blackburn, and a foul. Whistle comes. Blackburn got Stacy on the arm. That'll put McKenna at the line to shoot 2.
Shooting 2, McKenna Stacy.
Stacy 2 for 3 so far in the ball game. The free throw line. Has 2 attempts here and swishes the first one through. Early on, she was at about a 35% free throw shooter, but she's slowly pushed that up and close to 60% now. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by the town of Randolph, home of the Rich Rebels. Good luck from Mayor Lynn Weston, board members Sim Bell, Brian Wires, Larry Kennedy, Melanie Lim, and clerk Lana Peart. Stacy's second free throw rattles through, and Rich is within 3, 24-21 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Pass down inside. Morrill shoots and blocked again. Hopkin with her 4th block of the game, but did Rich turn it over or did Blackburn foul? As Rich tried to outlet, Blackburn picks up a 3rd personal foul. So now you've got Blackburn, Bryan, and Mitchell all with 3 fouls apiece. That's 3 Badgers starters with 3 fouls. Julia Hopkin is at the line, shooting 2. Or no, Kiara Grohl. My mistake. Kiara's first rims around and out. Grohl 2 for 3 at the line in the game. 7 points. Rich can pull to within 4, or within 2 if Grohl can hit this second free throw. And she does swish it through. Grohl with 8 points in the first half. 24-22. Rich down by 2 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Just over a minute to go in the first half. Brindley Nelson pulls up. 3-point shot on the way and in. Boy, she just has such a quick release and an accurate shot. 27-22. Back the other way. Rich goes inside to Sydney Hatch, who finishes on the right side. That gets the crowd off their feet, or off their seats, onto their feet. Blackburn right wing to Nelson in the corner. Thompson guarding her. Lauren tasked with a tough job today to guard Brindley Nelson. Nelson posted up down inside. Blackburn's pass goes way up over the top, out of bounds. Wayne turns it over for an 8th time in the game. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Epic Recreation. Next time you're in the Bear Lake area, visit epicrecreation.net for rentals in Bear Lake, winter or summer, whatever the season. Stacy down in the lane, has a shot blocked. She pulls it back in, and then it's saved off the legs of Hatch. Back to Kiara Grohl for 3. Yes, Kiara swishes it through, and we're tied at 27 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Sydney Hatch able to keep control of that ball. Out to the left wing, 3-point shot, short, over the top. Hopkin, the Rebel rebound with 9, 8. Kiera pushes, 7, 6, 94 feet away. Throws for Lauren Thompson, too far. And Grohl, the Rebels turn it over for a 9th time in the game, but with just 3.7 seconds to go. Rich will put on a little full court pressure and try to deny Wayne anything easy. Inbound, again, no awareness of how much time is left. A full court pass or throw on an attempt at a shot, and we end the first half. Rich outscored Wayne in that second quarter, 19-13, and we're tied at 27 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. We'll be back with the Southern Utah University halftime report after this on Utah 1A basketball, presented by KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
If you or your friends are looking for a home or vacation home at beautiful Bear Lake, you don't have to wait any longer to live your dream. Bear Lake Realty has properties in every price range. Relax. Create memories for generations to come in your home or vacation home at one of the most beautiful lakes on earth. It all starts with a phone call. We will help you find the perfect home for you and your family. Call today, Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty. 435-946-8888 or go to bearlakerealty.com.
Royals Market, located in the heart of beautiful Wayne County, gateway to Capitol Reef National Park, offers fresh meat, produce, full-service deli, scratch bakery, fabric room, groceries, general merchandise, as well as hunting and fishing licenses. Come check us out.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball, presented by Bear Lake Realty. I was waiting to see if the Rebel girls cheerleaders would jump out there. Now they do, just as I start talking. So I'll shut up and let them take the floor. Yeah. 27-27 at the half. The halftime report brought to you by Southern Utah University. Visit suu.edu to experience more. I can tell you firsthand, it's a great place to go to college. Small class sizes, great professors, a beautiful campus, and folks who really care about each individual. That's Southern Utah University. Experience more at suu.edu. 27-27 at the half. The Badgers were on top 14-8 and had actually pushed out to a 10-point lead a couple of different times, 20-10 and 21-11. But Rich roared back through the final couple of minutes of that first half, second quarter. In fact, let me just figure this out. The biggest run, Rich was down 22-13 and outscored Wayne 14-5 through the rest of that first half. Kiara Grohl knocked down a three. Julia Hopkin had 4 blocks, 6 rebounds, 6 points. Grohl 11 points, Stacy 4 points, and Sydney Hatch off the bench coming up big with 3 points. A big problem for Wayne. The Badgers have 3 starters with 3 fouls. Sierra Blackburn, Jenna Bryan, and Mallory Mitchell all with 3 fouls apiece. Brindley Nelson led the way in scoring for Wayne, 12 points, 3 rebounds. Mitchell 6 points, 4 boards before getting into foul trouble. Hannah Morrill 4 points, 3 boards. Sierra Blackburn 3 points, and Abby Stevens with 2. Rounding out the scoring for Rich, Amber Smith with 2. She's got foul trouble, 3 fouls. Allie Wallentheim with 2 fouls as well for Rich. McKenna Stacy 4 points, and Risha Larson with 1. Those are your leading scorers. We're at the half. The halftime report is brought to you by Southern Utah University. Visit suu.edu to experience more. The field has been set in the semifinals on the girls' bracket. Milford, Monument Valley on the bottom side, Panguitch and either Rich or Wayne on the top side. This is a tight one. We're tied at the half. Last time these teams met, Rich was ahead by 5 at the half and won by 2 points back on November 18th. We'll see how the second half goes when we return. Again, this halftime report brought to you by Southern Utah University. Experience more at suu.edu. We'll be back with more of this Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
Ruby's Inn General Store has the area's widest selection of Indian arts and crafts, curios, and groceries. Located 1 mile from the entrance to Bryce Canyon National Park, Ruby's General Store has what you need.
Local decisions, better results with State Bank of Southern Utah. Visit us online at sbsu.com or stop by any one of our local offices. Member FDIC.
People hear words like server or cloud storage and are usually confused. I hear those words and think, solutions. It didn't start that way. When I enrolled at Southern Utah University, it wasn't clear to me where I'd end up. The professors at SUU took the time to get to know me and help steer my natural people skills and leadership talents into a successful business career. Now I'm a leader in the business of global connectivity, thanks to the guidance I received from Southern Utah University.
After purchasing the old Wayne Theater in September of 2015, we renovated and updated it into the digital age. We also added the Real Bites Cafe to the front lobby. Come on in and try our tasty food and ice cream Monday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Welcome back. The halftime report has been brought to you by Southern Utah University. Experience more at suu.edu. At the half on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, we're tied at 27. Rebels outscored the Badgers 19-13 in the second quarter to climb back in and tie it up. Our game broadcast today is brought to you in part by Pugstone Sporting Goods. Winter, summer, spring, or fall, Pugstones has it all. They're at the Bear Lake, the four-way stop in Garden City. Bear Lake all sporting goods shop. That's Pugstone Sporting Goods. And also by Rolling Kennedy, Rich County's representative at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. I will start the second half about how they did the first with a turnover. Brindley Nelson the other way. Misses the shot. Well contested by Hopkin. Nelson goes down, and Rich can't control the ball going the other way, loses it out of bounds. That Wayne pressure again that forced 9 Rebel turnovers in the first half, forces a quick 2 to start the second half. Mitchell goes through. Hatch, a late whistle. Hatch was on the floor and starting to get up when that whistle came. I think that's the right call. And Mitchell, fortunate she didn't pick up a 4th personal foul. Sydney Hatch picks up her first personal. Mitchell at the line. Just 2 of 4. She takes her time. Takes the ball, holds it out in front, eyes the target, misses back of the iron. Mallory Mitchell, first half 6 points. I had her with 4 rebounds. I probably missed 1 or 2 because she's a big force, a strong force inside the paint. Mitchell's second free throw. Up and rattles out. Hatch the rebound. No, it's taken away by Jenna Bryan. Saved to Mitchell. Great hustle by Bryan. Nelson across the lane and over to Hannah Morrow for the finish, left side. So the second chance points for Wayne puts them on top, 29-27 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Kiera at the top of the key, guarded by Bryan. Again, Blackburn, Bryan, and Mitchell all have 3 fouls apiece. Lauren Thompson finds a lane, tries to dish it off. Ball knocked away, and then Brindley Nelson steals it. 3 Rebel turnovers in 3 possessions. Nelson up ahead. She's got Bryan down near the baseline. Back outside to Nelson, and she gets a little bit of a hip check. Goes to the floor. Thompson helps her up, and the foul, I believe, is on Lauren Thompson. Her first personal. Rebels' second team foul of the half. Nelson will inbound from the baseline, near under her hoop. Lobs it into Mitchell just outside the free throw line. Dribbles left, pull up from 10 feet out and knock it down. Mallory Mitchell, nice shot, 31-27. Wayne on a 4-0 run to start the second half, and that's a big part due to Rebels' 3 turnovers on 3 possessions. Kiera backs it up. Coach Lundgren shouting to his team, and then asks for a timeout, not seeing the execution, the movement that he wants to. So we'll take a quick timeout as well and be right back with more Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
Light up your world with a custom-built LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. It's a proven fact that signage that lights up creates more attention. So light it up and then add text, images, and video, and your sign becomes even more powerful. Start sharing your advertising messages and information with your customers today. The team at Rocky Mountain Sign provides all types of quality signage that is custom-built and maintained. Call today for a free quote. Rocky Mountain Sign, 307-789-5202. Rocky Mountain Sign, serving customers in Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho.
Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball, presented by Bear Lake Realty. Visit bearlakerealty.com. Rebels come out of the short timeout. Kiera follows the screen to the left. Blackburn picks her pocket, strips it away, up ahead to Nelson. Brindley all the way to the hoop, up with the right hand and in. Not what Rich wanted coming out of a timeout. Was a giveaway and a fast break bucket to Wayne. The end of the other direction. Kiera, a block by Hannah Morrill as Grohl tries to go coast to coast. Kiera with 11 points in the game, has about 1,015 points in her Rebel career. Brindley Nelson double dribbles as she lost control of the ball, touched it with both hands, shoots the three and hits it. 34-27, Wayne pushes the lead out. They're on a 7-0 run to start this third quarter. Rebels with 4 possessions and 4 turnovers. Hopkin to Grohl. Kiera dribbles to her left. Back right, follows a screen into the lane, puts up the shot, short. A lot of contact. Mitchell pulls down the rebound, rips it away, and as Kiera goes to the floor. Brindley, long pass to the left corner. Jenna Bryan misses an air ball out in front of the basket. Hopkin, a 7th rebound of the game. Rich needs to find a way to get a basket. Cornea up to the right side. Great screen from Sydney Hatch, just backing down to give Kaylee Cornea the open lane. Cornea makes it count, and Rich gets their first bucket of the third quarter to end that 7-0 Wayne Badger run to start the third. Left corner, Sierra Blackburn misses, and Hopkin with another rebound. That's her 8th for the Rebels. Kiera pushes up court, across the lane, ball deflected. Cornea chases it down on the sideline. Back out to Thompson. On the right wing, across the top, Bryan anticipates well, tips it, and Nilsson comes up with the steal. Thompson back defensively as Nelson goes to the left side, misses over the top. Cornea the rebound, and she's fouled from behind by Jenna Bryan. A 4th personal foul for Bryan, averaging 5 points a game, has none in this one. And the junior just picked up a 4th. 36-29. Badgers on top by 7 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Smith back in for Rich. McKenna Stacy back in there as well, and Abby Stevens checks in for Wayne. Stevens, Nelson, Mitchell, Blackburn, and Morrill on the floor for the Badgers. Rebels in the road blues. Wayne, the designated home team. Kiera dribbles to the right side. McKenna fakes the shot, drives in, slashes through the lane, and then avoids traveling by kicking it back outside. Hopkin across the top. Nelson again anticipates, takes it away to the left side. Foul, and she goes down hard. Hopkin and Cornea both there. We'll see who the foul is called against. That's a Rebel 5th turnover of the quarter. We still have more than half the quarter to go. Kaylee Cornea, I believe, is the culprit. Her first personal foul. And Brindley Nelson at the free throw line, where she's been just, well, actually, yeah, perfect. I was going to say just about perfect. But she was 2 for 2 before the miss. Our broadcast today is brought to you in part by the Evanston Travel and Tourism Board. Don't miss the world-class Celtic Festival in Evanston, Wyoming, March 23rd and 24th. Visit evanstoncelticfestival.com today. Nelson hits the second, and Wayne is up by 8, 37-29 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Wallenstein, top of the key, right wing to Grohl. Kiera looking inside. Stacy posted up. Then the drive, a bounce pass to Smith. She mishandles the pass and has to bounce it back out to Hopkin. Julia drives, puts it up and in. Floated it up. It bounced around on the rim to the glass and then bounced back down through. Rebels down by 6, 37-31. Brindley Nelson, a double dribble, kicks it back out to Blackburn. 3 on the left from the left wing. And offensive rebound by Morrill. Her putback is short, but she's fouled, and Allie Wallenstein picks up a third personal foul. That puts Hannah Morrill at the free throw line, shooting 2. She's 2 for 2 so far in this game. Puts the ball high, eyes her target, and then delivers a swish. Badgers started hot in this third quarter, much like they started the first. They led it 14-8 after 1. They started and went on a 7-0 run to start the third quarter, and they've outscored Rich 11-4 so far, make it 12-4 as Morrill hits both free throws and has 8 points in the ball game. 39-31. Badgers up by 8 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Hopkin, right elbow, high post, looks inside, finds Wallenstein, reverse layup. No, she ends up on the floor. Rebel offensive rebound by Smith, and the putback is good. Amber has been on the bench in a lot of foul trouble. Back in there, gets the offensive board and the putback. 39-33. Wayne on top by 6. Third quarter action, just over 3 minutes to go. Skip pass, right wing, Morrill for 3. Misses Wallenstein the rebound, but it's in and out of her hands. Ball goes back to midcourt. Sierra Blackburn dribbles to her left, dribbles it off her leg, but a foul first. Maybe that's what caused the dribble off the leg, was the contact from Kiera Grohl. That's Kiera's first personal. Rebel 15 foul. Badgers just 1 after a lot of fouls in the first half. The Badgers, not a lot of fouls so far in the second. Hannah Williams checks out. Brinley Nelson back in there. Brinley has 18 points in the ballgame, averages 15 per night. Last time these teams met, Brinley scored 13 and the Rebels won. Hopkin, a steal on the inbound, goes to the other end and just gets it to go. Julia Hopkin having a great game. 10 points, 8 rebounds, 4 blocks. First turnover of the half for Wayne. They break the Rebel full court pressure, and Morrill goes too strong though. Blackburn the rebound, missed that one. Wallenstein pulls down the rebound, and it's taken away. The Rebels foul. Allie Wallenstein, a 4th personal. Rich struggling to take care of the basketball. They're still down by just 4. Sierra Blackburn 1 for 2 at the line so far in this game. Too strong back of the rim on her first attempt. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you in part by the Cache Valley Visitors Bureau for outdoor adventure, a foodie trek, amazing music and theater, and Utah State athletics. Find your fun in Logan by visiting explorelogan.com. Second free throw, rims around and out. McKenna Stacy, a 5th rebound for Rich. A 5th Rebel rebound. That's her 5th. Hopkin at the high post, looking inside, bounces to Thompson. She'll turn and shoot. Blocked, but a foul, a whistle. Abby Stevens, I believe, will be called for the foul. And Lauren Thompson will go to the line. We'll see just who they call it on. Thompson 0 for 2 from the line so far in the game. Abby Stevens is the one they charge with the foul, first personal of the game. Thompson's free throw short off the front of the rim. Rebels have struggled from the free throw line tonight. 9 of 17, that's just better than 50%. On the season, 55% free throw shooters, so just a little lower than usual. Thompson rattles the second one through. Coach Jan Ellett takes a timeout as Rich has climbed to within 3, 39-36 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. We'll take a quick break and be back with more Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
Feeling the worst? Snap out of it. Become a new you in no time. With Logomaniacs, look your best. Logomaniacs, the right look for the right price.
Wayne County is located in the heart of Capitol Reef Country. Your outdoor recreation paradise invites you to come and take the road less traveled. Wishing all teams success in the postseason tournaments.
Back at the Sevier Valley Center in the Utah 1A basketball, presented by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston for your next construction project. Count on the best, ellingfordbros.com. It's also brought to you by Bear Lake Realty. Visit bearlakerealty.com today and start enjoying beautiful Bear Lake. Inbound, Nelson gets it back. Lobs it down underneath right side. Morrill, nice move. Can't get the shot to go. Hopkin, a Rebel rebound. Turns and gives outlet to Grohl. Kiera tries to pass across the way, but Mallory Mitchell deflects the pass. Rich gets it back. Grohl for three from the top of the key. Missed. Rebound tipped out into the hands of Blackburn. Kiera gets in there, tries to wrap up Blackburn for the jump ball, but Sierra just pulls it away and passes off to Nelson. Brindley up to the left wing. Pull-up jumper from three. No. Rebound outside, and Blackburn tracks it down to Morrill on the left side, or no, Stevens rather on the left side. Her shot blocked by Grohl. Into the middle, and Mitchell can't get the shot to go. It rims around and bounces out. Rebels up ahead. Grohl to Stacy on the right wing. Back up top, Kiera. Thought about the three. Gives to Smith, left wing, or left elbow. Misses the shot. Blackburn fights for and gets the Wayne rebound. She's got 4 or 5 of those in this game. Biggest difference here in the third quarter. Rich with 6 turnovers. Wayne, I've got with 1. Nelson down right corner to Morrill. Lobs it inside. Nice position by Mitchell. She'll pull it in, and then Smith wraps her up. Jump ball. Mitchell slams the ball on the ground. Not too hard, but in frustration, Wayne will get the inbound play. 39-36. Badgers up by 3 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Third quarter, 1:20 to go. Pass up top. Hopkins fights through a screen, and Mitchell goes down like it was a 300-pound lineman that hit her. It was a big hit from Hopkins trying to go through that screen. I don't think Hopkins knew the screen was there, and that's already a Rebel 7th team foul in this second half. So much like in the first half where Wayne got in a lot of foul trouble, had a lot of free throws, the Badgers may get a lot of free throws here in the second. Mallory Mitchell taking her time. Still holding, now delivers, and this one rims out. Hopkins with a Rebel rebound, her 10th. She's in double digits scoring and rebounding. Kiera to the other end, bumped a little by Brindley Nelson. Great defense though, and Kiera can't get the shot to go. Nelson to the other end, deflected by Hopkins. Nelson kicks it out inadvertently. Rebel basketball. Boy, Mallory Mitchell from the free throw line, 2 of 7. McKenna Stacy to inbound. Grohl, Thompson, Smith, and Hopkins also on the floor. Nelson contesting. Kiera gets by her, gets the inbound play, goes up court. Hopkins. Nelson went down, lost her footing, and goes to the floor as Hopkins finishes on the left side. And Rich is within 1, 39-38 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Under a minute to go in the third quarter. Nelson, well, she spent a lot of time on the hardwood. She plays so hard and fast. Skips left side to Morrill. Hannah holding, guarded by Hopkins. Jabs right, goes left to the baseline. Forces the contact into Hopkins and draws the foul. So Julia picks up a third personal foul. We got Hopkins with 3, Wallenstein with 4, Smith with 3 for Rich. On the other side, Blackburn has 3, Bryan has 4, Mitchell has 3. Hannah Morrill 4 for 4 from the line in the ball game. Misses off the front of the iron. Jenna Bryan checks back in again. She's got 4 fouls. Junior starter Mallory Mitchell, the junior, checks out with 3. Hannah Morrill, 8 points in the game, 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Second free throw, swishes through. 40-38. Badgers on top by 2. Cornea up to the right wing. Back up top, Stacy left wing to Grohl. Kiera double teamed over there, looking for the open man. Finds Cornea right angle. That's not there. Stacy with the offensive rebound for Rich, and she's fouled on the putback. So McKenna can tie it up with 22.2 seconds left in the third quarter. Plenty of time left in this ball game. And it's brought to you, the broadcast, by the town of Garden City, Utah, where families play. Log on to bearlake.org today. That's bearlake.org today. Oh, wow. Let's say that Stacy was fouled before the shot attempt. So fouled on the floor. Rebel inbound from the baseline. Stacy receives the inbound, drives, shoots, and this time she's fouled again. And we'll go to the, well, I better not say it yet until she stands on the line. And there she is. So she will get 2 free throws. Abby Stevens with the foul, her second personal. And McKenna Stacy's back at the line shooting 2. 4 of 5 so far in the game for McKenna. One dribble, spins it, settles it in, and shoots and hits. The freshman this year has averaged just about 8 points a game. And in the last half of the season, close to maybe a little bit over 10 rebounds per night. Stacy with 6 points. Second free throw well short, and Stevens the rebound. Rich down by 1, 40-39 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Welcome, you tuned in at KSL, live.ksl.com. Stevens, right side, gets a little space, pulls up and hits the right wing jumper. Abby Stevens, the freshman, getting a big shot. Kiera pulls up to tie at the buzzer before the end of the third and misses too long. 42-39, Wayne on top at the end of 3 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. We'll be right back with more Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com. Both teams struggling a bit from the free throw line. The Wayne Badgers 13-21, Rebels 11 of 20. Welcome back to this Bear Lake Realty presentation of Utah 1A basketball. Fourth and final quarter, Badgers on top by 3 to start the fourth period, 42-39 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Winner will face Panguitch in the semifinals. Rich skips it across, a long 2 from Lauren Thompson, and that one rattles around, hits the glass a time or two and drops through. Rich within 1, 42-41 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Down to the left side, Abby Stevens misses, rebound tipped out, and Amber Smith has it for Rich. Bounces across to Grohl. Kiera quickly passes up ahead. Cornea, right wing. Back outside. Kiera, open 3. The look just short. Brinley Nelson with the rebound for Wayne. Boy, she's been all over the floor. 4 or 5 rebounds to go along with 17, 18 points. Right corner jumper, Jenna Bryan can't get it to go. It's short. Long rebound out to Amber Smith in the corner, and Rich. Kiera, long pass up ahead to Thompson. By the time it gets there, the defense was back. Kiera up to the top of the key, left wing. McKenna Stacy for 3, short. Rebound right down into the hands of Hannah Morrill. Rebels short on the threes in the game. To the top of the key, Brinley Nelson hasn't been short, but that one is a little bit. Kaylee Cornea the rebound. That one hit off the front of the rim to the glass and then out. McKenna Stacy up across the timeline. Nelson comes out to guard her as Stacy backs it out. Wayne on top by 1, 42-41 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Kiera to Stacy, thought about the 3, instead passes it up. Thompson skips it across. Kiera, right wing, 3-pointer. Yes! Kiera Grohl, 14 points in the game, puts the Rebels on top. 44-42 for the first time in the game. Rich takes a lead with about 6:15 left in the ball game. Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Stevens down to the baseline, cut off there. Good D by Cornea. Bounce into Mitchell. She'll turn, shoot with the right hand, miss. Offensive board, Bryan, no, into the hands of Amber Smith. Good defense by Smith on that shot by Mitchell. Rich will turn and run. They may have numbers up to the right wing. Cornea goes back up top. Grohl fires into Smith, pass too hot, and Jenna Bryan takes it away. Rebel 16th turnover of the game. I've got Wayne with 9. Up across the timeline, Coach Jan Ellett calls for a timeout, a full timeout. We'll take it too. 44-42. Rebels on top by 2 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard with 5:40 left to go in this Utah 1A basketball on KSL and mylocalradio.com.
Behind the scenes. out of the spotlight. Empowering the dreams of others. We applaud that. Zions Bank. We haven't forgotten who keeps us in business.
Welcome back to this Ellingford Brothers of Evanston, Wyoming presentation of Utah 1A basketball. A little history between Rich and Wayne. They've met 10 times over the last 15, 16, 17 years. Rich has won 8 of those, including last year's win in the first round of the playoffs. And earlier this year, Brinley Nelson in the lane and a jump ball. Julia Hopkin tried to draw the charge. She went down. There was no whistle there, but Lauren Thompson was right there and got a hand on Brinley Nelson's shot attempt for the jump ball. Rebels with 8 fouls. Wayne with just 4. Pass right into the middle. Nobody's there, and McKenna Stacy picks it up for Rich. A Rebel takeaway to Kiara Grohl. Bounce right, baseline jumper. Lauren Thompson over the top. Rebound tipped by Smith into the hands of Hopkin. Julia goes back outside to Stacy. And the Rebels reset the offense with just over 5 minutes to go. And Rich on top by 2 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Badgers and Rebels were tied at 2, but Wayne led the entire game until 6:15 left here in the fourth. Rebels go down inside. Hopkin fouled from behind. I think it was Brinley Nelson, and Julia Hopkin goes to the Bear Lake Realty free throw line to shoot 2. Brinley Nelson, a 3rd personal foul. So add that to the list of players for Wayne that's got foul trouble. Blackburn with 3. Mitchell, Nelson with 3 as well. And Bryan with 4. Hopkins first. Misfired. Blackburn checks back into the game. Again, she's got 3 fouls. She's had 3 fouls since early in the 3rd quarter. Hopkins' second free throw rims out and a rebound. Mitchell and Smith tied up. Jump ball. It'll stay on this end for the Rebel offense. Hopkins couldn't get either free throw to go. She's struggled from the free throw line this year, 56%. Julia in the lane, kicks it back outside. Stacy fakes the 3, then up top looking for Grohl, but a reach-in foul on the pass is a 6th team foul on the Wayne Badgers. Sierra Blackburn's 4th. Rich will inbound again from the baseline. Grohl to trigger it in, 4:57 left to go, and Rich on top by 2 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Smith at the free throw line, wanted to shoot, but Jenna Bryan, good defense right out on her, anticipated that well. This is a good Wayne team. Wouldn't be surprised to see them give Panguitch a challenge if they meet the Bobcats in the semifinals tomorrow. The winner will face Panguitch. The loser drops down into consolation to face Wendover. Rebels turn it over. A pass across the lane, but Rich gets it back. Lauren Thompson up ahead, and she's fouled by Jenna Bryan. And the junior, Jenna Bryan, just fouled out. 4:33 left in the in the 4th quarter. Bryan with no points in the game, averages 5 per night. Blackburn with 4 fouls. Mitchell and Nelson with 3 fouls apiece as well. So Wayne in a little bit of trouble as Lauren Thompson goes to the line to shoot 1-1. That was a 7th team foul on the Wayne Badgers. Thompson 1 for 4 so far in this ball game. This season, though, she's a 64% free throw shooter. We'll see what she can do on this 1-1 opportunity, and she hits the front end. Rebel crowd goes nuts with that swish. Rich leads by 3. Plenty of time left, 4:33 to go in this 4th period. Thompson eyes the target, delivers, and misses off the right side. Blackburn the rebound. Rebels excavated the lane, and Blackburn was the only one there. We got Sierra with 5 rebounds in the game. Down inside, Nelson misses left side. Stacy with the Rebel rebound. That's about McKenna's 8th rebound. She'll turn and go and be fouled by Brinley Nelson, or is it Mallory Mitchell? One of the two just picked up her 4th. Brinley Nelson with her 4th. Puts McKenna Stacy at the line to shoot 1-1 for Rich. McKenna Stacy has 5 points in the ball game, all from the free throw line. Her first free throw drops through. So Stacy with 6 points. And another free throw opportunity. And the second one, front of the rim to the back of the glass. Mitchell pulls down the miss. Both teams with some players in foul trouble. Amber Smith anticipates, steals the pass, but then Nelson, she's got such quick hands, reaches in, wraps her up, jump ball, Wayne basketball. Rebel individuals in foul trouble, just really Allie Wallenstein, Amber Smith, and Julia Hopkin with 3 apiece. Pass up top, and Hopkin just avoids a foul as she contests the inbound pass to Morrill. Blackburn on the left wing, lob inside to Mitchell. She'll turn, shoot, good D by Smith. Shot is short, and McKenna Stacy with a Rebel rebound. Kiera turns and goes up ahead to Smith, who catches the pass out in front. She stops, kicks it back outside to Lauren Thompson as Brindley Nelson goes flying by. She thought Smith would shoot and would have blocked it had Smith put up the shot. Rich on top by 4, 46-42 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Lauren Thompson with a nice cut. She goes inside, she misses the shot, but she's fouled, and Brindley Nelson is done. Fouls out with 18 points in the ball game, at least 4 rebounds. A second Wayne Badger finishes her night early. Jenna Bryan already fouled out, and now Brindley Nelson, leading scorer, floor general for this Wayne Badgers team, fouls out. And Rich leads by 4. Rebel bench excited as Wayne calls for a timeout, and we'll take one too. Be back right after this with more Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
SEC's dedicated team won't drop the ball. We're committed to providing with the fastest, most reliable network available. Call us today and get connected, or visit us online at SOCEN.com.
Welcome back to this Bear Lake Realty presentation of Utah 1A basketball. Rebels feeling good right now, leading by 4, 46-42 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Jenna Bryan and Brindley Nelson, 2 of the Badger starters, have fouled out. Rebels have Lauren Thompson at the free throw line to shoot the second of a 1-and-1 trip to the line. Rich can't get comfortable, though. And my mistake, Lauren Thompson shooting the first of 2. Fouled by Brindley Nelson on the shot. If Rich gets comfortable, this Wayne Badger team will come back and hurry, even with 2 starters on the bench. Thompson's first miss, second missed as well. Sierra Blackburn rebound for Wayne, and Rich misses a couple more opportunities. Just 2 of 8 from the free throw line in this fourth quarter for the Rich Rebels. Could be a 6 or 8 point lead. It's take away from by Julia Hopkin. A lot of contact there. Badgers may have had reason to ask for a foul or complain that they didn't get one. Stacy on the left wing. She'll drive by the D, kick it to Smith at the free throw line. Back out to Thompson on the right wing, but a travel first. Smith and the Rebels have turned it over 18 times in the ball game, but they've shot well enough, despite poor performance from the free throw line, to have a 4-point lead. Backing it out, Hannah Williams. The freshman dribbles left, back right. Rebels coming out high on the man-to-man defense. Blackburn dribbles left, lobs it inside for Mitchell, and Hopkin comes in from the backside to poke it away out of bounds. Smith defending on Mallory Mitchell, and Mitchell's got her by 3 or 4 inches in height. But Amber's been tough. She picked up 3 early fouls and has battled through. Played most of the second half with those fouls and hasn't picked up a 4th. Across the lane, nice move by Abby Stevens, and she's fouled. Will go to the line. Is it Hopkin? No, McKenna Stacy. And that's just the first personal foul for Stacy, but a Rebel 9th team foul. So we're shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way for both teams. Abby Stevens at the line. few dribbles, eyes the basket, misses back of the iron. And we'll have one more. Both teams struggling from the free throw line in the second half. Wayne 4 of 10 in the second half. Rich, a little bit worse than that. I don't got the numbers, but 2 of 8 in the fourth quarter. So that's 4 of 12 in the second half. Second free throw up and in for Abby Stevens. And it's back to a one-possession game, 46-43. Rich on top on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard with 2.5 left to go. Kiara dribbles to her left, pick and roll with Hopkin. Defense is right there, so she'll kick it back outside to Thompson. Lauren backs it out, creates some space, and then kicks it left side. Hopkin guarded by Blackburn. Julia dribbles right, then back left. Stacy at the top of the key backs it out, guarded by Mitchell. Well, if you could keep that matchup and isolate Stacy, I think she'd be able to beat Mitchell with her quickness. Stacy on the left wing, guarded by Blackburn. Gets by the D, dribbles to her right, kicks it out corner to Grohl. Thought about the left corner three, but passed it up, and Rich continues to run clock off. Under 2 minutes to go. Stacy on the left wing. Dribbles and into the middle, finds Hopkin. She'll kick it back outside. Julia gets out of the lane as Stacy pulls up for the free throw line jumper. It rattles, pops straight up in the air, and drops back down through. Stacy has, I think, 8 points in the game. That's her first field goal. And Rich leads by 5, 48-43. Hopkin deflects a pass, but out of bounds. Wayne maintains possession. Badger fans heard one of them cry, "Go to the basket." Badgers being a little tentative with 1:36 left to go, down 3. They're trying to figure out what to do without the floor leader out there, Brinley Nelson. Fouled out a couple of minutes ago. Left wing, Mallory Mitchell, long 2, comes up short. Rebound, nice save by Morrill, but she stepped on the baseline as she tried to pass it away to a teammate, and Rich takes over. Coach Cody Lundgren wants a timeout. Make sure his team is squared away for these final few seconds. We'll keep it right here during this last timeout, unless, Luis, tell me, do we need to get caught up on a few ads? No portion of this webcast in its entirety may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Deseret Digital Media. This would be, I don't know how big of an upset, really. The Rebels, number 2 from Region 22. Wayne, number 1 from Region 19. So it certainly would be an upset. But Rich beat Wayne. This would be a third consecutive win over the Badgers if Rich can hold on. Rebels beat Wayne 47-45 earlier this year here on this same court, November 18th. Beat Wayne last year here on this same court, 55-51 in the first round of the playoffs. The year before that, at the preview, was the last time Wayne beat Rich, 49-46. That was over at Richfield High School in the old gym. Rebels going back to the 01-02 season have an 8-2 series lead against Coach Jan Ellett and the Wayne Badgers. A little more history about Rich and Wayne. State titles, Badgers with 1 in 2004. The Rebels won 3 in, 4 years, 08, 09, and 2011. Runners-up in a bunch of years over the last several. And last year, a 5th place finish with a win over Tinnick in the final game of the season. Rich to inbound. McKenna Stacy looking in. She'll go up top. Somehow finds its way into the hands of Hopkins. She'll hand off to Kiara Grohl. Bounces across the lane. Left side. Smith with the finish. Rich extends the lead out 50-43. When you get an easy bucket like that, you take it rather than run off more clock. Rich on top by 7 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Mitchell fires in to Stevens across the lane. Up with the left hand. Looked like her arm got hit. Offensive board by Hannah Morrill. She's not done yet. She says, we're still in this. And she's fouled on the putback attempt. Hannah Morrill to the free throw line. McKenna Stacy with her second personal foul. Morrill, 2, 4, 6. She's 5 of 6 from the free throw line so far in this ball game. She takes her time, has a real routine. Oh, and it doesn't work on the left side. She pops off to the right. Morrill started the game 4 for 4 from the free throw line, but has missed 2 of her last 3. Second free throw. She gets the shooter's bounce and it drops down through. 50-44. Rebel lead is 6 and they give it away. It's been a problem today. 19 turnovers. Morrill with it, and she's fouled as she goes to the hoop. Kaylee Cornea. Nope, Lauren Thompson, a second personal, and that's 2 free throws for Hannah Morrill. Mentioned a double bonus earlier. 2 free throws the rest of the way. 1:01 left in this ball game. Winner will face Panguitch tomorrow at 4 p.m. in the semifinals. Loser drops into consolation to take on Wendover. Morrill's first swishes through, and this one's not over yet, Rebels. Wayne Badgers determined to battle back. Hannah Morrill with the free throw, second one coming. 3 consecutive points for Morrill as she buries the second free throw, and Wayne within 4, 50-46 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Lauren Thompson lobs it in near midcourt, but Coach Lundgren got a timeout just before the inbound pass. 1:01 left to go. We'll take a quick break as well on Utah 1A basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
On the construction site, time is money. The professionals at Ellingford Brothers have top quality cement ready to go whenever and wherever you need it. Make sure your timelines are met. Have everything you need delivered right to your job site. Whether it's ready-mix concrete, custom crushed sand and gravel, pit run or road base, with 2 dedicated batch plants, you can count on Ellingford Brothers, delivering on time for generations. 221 County Road in Evanston.
50-46 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Welcome back to Utah 1A basketball, presented by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. For your next construction project, visit ellingfordbros.com. Rebels up by 5, 1:01 left to go. Got to inbound. They get it into Grohl on the inbound play. Kiera up, left to right, back to left, and whoa, Sierra Blackburn comes out and collides. Both Blackburn and Grohl end up on the floor, and Blackburn may have just finished her night with 54.6 seconds left to go. 3 points, 6 rebounds in the game. That's 3 Badgers who fouled out in this one. 3 of them, all 3 of them starters. Bradley Nelson fouled out with 4.5, or Bryan with 4.5, Nelson with 3.5, and Blackburn with just under a minute. Kiera Grohl at the line, and she'll shoot 2. That's a double bonus. Several Rebels go over, and Pat Blackburn, the senior, on the back. As Kiera Grohl toes the free throw line to shoot 2. It's looking like for the second consecutive year, unless Wayne can come back, push to 54 seconds. That could be plenty of time. Rebels need to hit some free throws down the stretch. They're just 2 of 8 so far in the quarter, but Kiera Grohl hits her first, has 15 in the game. And the lead is back to 5. If Kiera can hit this one, that's a big one. Would put Rich up by 6, and Wayne would need 2 threes just to tie. Grohl's second free throw eases down through. Big free throws from the senior. And Rich is up by 6. Quickly up court, across the timeline. To her right, Williams all the way to the hoop. Puts it up, lays it in. Hannah Williams, coast to coast. Inbound, Hopkin gives to Grohl. She'll turn, get across the timeline, dribble out to the left wing. 40 seconds to go, and a little push from Abby Stevens to stop the clock at 36.8. Stevens, a 3rd personal foul. 52-48. Again, Rebels have got to hit free throws down the stretch here, or Wayne can get back into it. Grohl, first one, back of the iron and down through. Kiera with 17 points in the game. She averages 15 per night and has just pushed past that with these free throws in the 4th quarter. Rich up by 5 again. Grohl swishes through the second one as well, and the lead is back to 6 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Up across the timeline, Hannah Williams with 30 seconds to go. Pass intercepted by Julia Hopkin. Rich gets a big turnover there. Kiera up to the left wing, and trying to foul is Hannah Williams. Grohl will go back to the line with 24.5 seconds left to go. I mentioned Grohl's 19 points in the game. 18 points. Julia Hopkin has 12 points, 11 rebounds, and at least and 5 blocks by my count. Now that's unofficial, but Hopkin with a couple of steals as well. She's had a very good night. Julia Hopkin, Kiera Grohl at the line, misses the first. Hits off the right side. This second one would make it a 3-possession game, and Kiera gets it to go. Rebels up by 7 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard, 55-48. A Rebel takeaway on a long pass. McKenna Stacy turns, and she's bumped by Mallory Mitchell in frustration and desperation. 4 turnovers in the quarter for the Wayne Badgers, and McKenna Stacy goes to the line to shoot 2. McKenna Stacy, 6 of 9 from the line so far in the game, make it 7 of 10. And the Rebels, after going 2 of 8 from the free throw line through the first 7 minutes of the fourth quarter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6 of 8 as Stacy airballs the second shot. She gets a low 5 from Lauren Thompson and a woo from the crowd. No worries there. Wayne inbounds. Rich on top by 8, 56-48 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Mitchell will take the 3. Hopkin with her 5th block of the game into the hands of the Badgers. A fight for it out of bounds off of Rich. Julia Hopkin has been big. Boy, that's 6 blocks by my count in this ball game. I may have missed 1 or 2, but she deflected that shot by Mitchell. From the baseline, Wayne looks to get it in. They go in underneath, but the ball squirts through the hands into the hands of Stacy, and Rich will run out the clock for the win. The Rebels move and advance into the semifinals to face the Panguitch Bobcats. Rebels back to the semis for the first time since, when was it? I think they lost to the Panguitch Bobcats in the 2013-14 season in the semifinals. But Rich wins 56-48 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rebels beat the Wayne Badgers. Badgers will drop into consolation where they'll face a up-and-coming Wendover team that didn't perform real well against Panguitch, but they've been very good this season. So Rich will play at 4 p.m. Wayne will play at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Our next game here at the Sevier Valley Center is Bryce Valley taking on Wendover in the championship bracket, quarterfinals of the boys. And then that'll be capped off tonight, the final game of the night here at the SVC, Monticello versus Manila. We'll take a real quick break. I'll be back with your Rubies In post-game wrap-up after this on 1A Utah Basketball on KSL and MyLocalRadio.com.
The Mitchell support Wayne High Badgers and their own number 20, Mallory Mitchell. Call 80 Mitchell today for all your Sensi needs. 801-589-4481.
Hi there, Craig Dearden with Castle Rock Chevrolet right here in Evanston. Of course, it's about finding you that perfect vehicle, but at Castle Rock, it's about a lot more. It's using our experience to get you the best rate. We will get you the vehicle that you've always wanted. It's about knowing your vehicle is in the right hands. Throughout the buying experience here at Castle Rock Chevrolet, we're here for you. If you're ready to buy a new truck, come to Castle Rock. Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
I didn't think it was possible to add one more thing to my already busy schedule. Then I realized that earning my degree will not only help me, but my family too.
Binda's Curry Pizza Palace offers fresh hot pizza as well as other yummy menu items. We also offer delivery to locals and surrounding hotels. Wishing the Badgers success.
We're back on the post-game show brought to you by Ruby's Inn, hosting visitors to Bryce Canyon National Park and other parks and areas in the southern Utah area for more than 100 years. That's Ruby's Inn. Post-game show, Rebels an 8-point win over the Wayne Badgers, 56-48 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Rich was led by Kiara Girls, 19 points, 3 rebounds. Julia Hopkin, 12 points, 11 rebounds, 6 blocks in the game. And Kenneth Stacy, 9 points, 9 boards as well. Amber Smith, 6.6 rebounds. 3 Wayne Badgers starters fouled out in the fourth quarter. Jenna Bryan didn't get to play the final 4.5. Brinley Nelson finished with 18 points, 4 rebounds, and fouled out with 3.5 to go. Sierra Blackburn fouled out in the final minute, 3 points, 6 rebounds. Hannah Morrill, 12 points, and Mallory Mitchell finishes with 8, struggled from the free throw line. Wayne comes up short of a semifinal appearance against Panguitch. Rich will take on the Bobcats at 4 p.m. tomorrow. That's one side of the semifinals. The other side is Milford versus Monument Valley. Rich wins 56-48 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. We thank you for tuning in. I think that'll do it for me. We'll have one more game, well, 2 more games tonight. Wendover Bryce Valley is next, then then Monticello and Manila after that. Again, a good win for the Rich Rebels, despite shooting just 55% from the free throw line. Rich earns the win over Wayne, 56-48 on the Rocky Mountain Yeti scoreboard. Thanks for tuning in. This presentation of Utah 1A basketball has been brought to you by Bear Lake Realty and by Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. Stay tuned. We've got some commercial breaks, and we'll be back with Wendover versus Bryce Valley in the boys' quarterfinals.
On the construction site, time is